All right. Good afternoon, everyone from Houston, Texas. We made it. I tried to figure out a way to do this early morning, and it just was too early. We were up around 2 and got going. So, yeah, traveled, no problem. Things went off without a hitch. So here we are. Got an early check in, so can kind of sit and do this and catch up with you guys. For 140 days or so, I was able to do pretty consistently at 8 a.m. or 7:30 or whatever it was. But this one needed to get pushed a little bit. So if you're here, jump in and say hello. I've got you here on my phone, and we'll look at the comments that way, unless we were able to get them up. So see what's happening. Check in with you guys. I'll put the phone here so I can see the comments. Say hello if you're here. How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Wendy's running the show from the background. So, yeah, I was interested to see if we'd have a pretty strong early morning contingent, but I figured everybody's going to be working, and so maybe it'll be just me. Wendy says, hello. Of course it's me. Cool. Yeah, so anyway, I did a pretty good job. I don't love the whole air travel thing and the overhead and everybody getting up and standing in the aisle when the plane hits the ground. Plane lands and tries to get out ahead of everyone else. Thanks for getting the comments on there for me. Appreciate it. So maybe we'll get a few people pop on Instagram. We'll let them know we're live. Hop on over there. So we're here for for Steve Rosenberg's 2-day ground school event, which is on Monday and Tuesday. So that's going to be fun, and we're going to just kind of get together with folks between now and then, spend a little bit of time with the team, and get together with Richard Nordheim and Bubba Hogan and Steve and Daniela and probably Joni and a lot of the people that have been part of Steve's group and are part of Steve's group. So anyway, hop on, say hello if you're watching. Love to say hi to you. And I'm going to get going with what I had for today, and we're going to continue along this. Dave Brackett, good afternoon, buddy. Good to see you. Down in Florida, we're in Houston, my friend. Creepy hotel room. No, it's not creepy. I'm back with my creepy hotel backdrop, the gray curtain. So got a nice view here. Got a pond and a pool. Pond will be good for you. So, anyway, that one never gets old, does it? Peter Christensen, good to see you. Hope you're setting them up and knocking them down today. I'm sorry I missed you guys this morning, but when we were kind of reverse engineering the time, I said, I think I would have to do my live at like 2 a.m. to make it work, and might as well just record it at that point and put it out. So, but travel was good. We went into Atlanta and then hot Atlanta over to Houston. So they've got that stuff dialed in. As long as you go out early, go out later in the day, you take your life in your own hands, so to speak. So, but today, appreciate you guys being here. I want to talk about what we've been talking about for the last few days is discipline, right? Discipline wins, and this is day 3 of that. Today, talking about defaulting to action and not waiting, okay? And how to train yourself to move first and think later. And I'm not saying, figure out the parachute on the way down, okay? I've done that before. I'm not saying that's the thing, but too many of us spend time just on zero and not taking action or perseverating over something, right? Action beats overthinking every single time, guys. It's time to train yourself to move first and let the clarity come through the doing, all right? So go out and do it. Most people get stuck because they think they need clarity before they act, or they need every single answer. Well, high performers know clarity comes from action, not hesitation. The high performers don't hesitate. They go. They get about 70 or 80% of it figured out, and they're moving, okay? The more you move, even if it's imperfectly, the faster you get where you're going. When you default to action, everything starts to shift. Everything starts to shift. Let's see if there's anybody on Instagram. Matt Blood, happy Friday afternoon. Good to see you, my friend. We're talking about taking action. So there you go. It's the Matt Blood Take Action live today, right? So yeah, stop waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect moment. It's not coming. It's not coming, right? Action creates clarity. Overthinking just creates fear. We just sit in that, and then we end up, what's the saying? Paralysis by analysis, right? We're going nowhere. If you want to be someone who gets things done, you need to actually start doing right now, not later. Do it now. So today we're going to talk about why you need to train yourself to take action first, even when you don't feel 100% sure. Okay. Like I said, we get to 70, 80% figured out. Let's do it. You don't have to get it perfect, but you do have to get it started. All right. So the problem with overthinking, guys, is it just keeps you stuck. Keeps you stuck in your head, analyzing, waiting for that perfect answer. Overthinking is the enemy of action. It builds resistance, causes indecision. It convinces you that the problem is your plan, not your hesitation. So clarity doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing. And action leads to clarity. Action leads to clarity. So action creates feedback. Feedback creates learning. Once you start moving, you get clearer on what works and what doesn't, right? The most successful people make decisions quickly. They act, and they adjust as they go. We've got the information we need to move forward. If we need to figure it out on the fly, we will. Okay, we'll change it up. You don't need all the answers before you take that first step. You just need the courage to take that first step. All right, to step first. So, how do you build a bias toward action? Like we're just going to typically be action takers. Well, commit to a first step. If you have a big task or decision coming up, just commit to a small action. Send the email, write the first sentence, make the first call. Don't wait to feel ready. Well, I'm just waiting until I'm ready. Just do it, like Nike says, right? Just do it. Action's the antidote to perfectionism, really. Okay, I'm not saying be a perfectionist, but why not, right? Create daily non-negotiables. Create some daily non-negotiables, guys. Identify one task that drives your momentum and make it a daily habit. What is it that moves the needle for you? You're training your brain to move before it doubts. We're not waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, let's go. For example, every morning, do the hardest thing first. Like my mother says, do the worst first, right? Richard Nordheim just commented on my page for that. Do the worst stuff first, even if it's just 10 minutes. Even if it's just 10 minutes, guys. And then the other thing you can do is just set a 5-minute timer, but you can use it to help overcome procrastination. Make a deal with yourself to work 5 minutes on something. You'll find that by the time you start doing the hardest part, all of a sudden it gets a little bit easier. And once again, that momentum carries you through. All right. So we've got an action step for you. I'm going to call you out and give you an action step, right? So I'm going to ask you to pick one thing you've been hesitating to do. One thing you've been hesitating to do, big or small. Set a timer for 5 minutes and dive in. Do something to move the needle, all right? Do something to move the needle. Track the feeling of action versus hesitation. Say, just how did that feel? Might even write that down. Felt pretty good. I'm knocking it down. All of a sudden, I'm looking up and trying to find something else to take action on. And then repeat it daily for the next 3 days. So action first every single time. Pick one thing you're hesitating on, big or small. Set a timer, go. Okay, dive in. Then track how it feels. All right? Pop a fist bump in the chat if you're going to do that, or a middle finger if you just think, well, yeah, Bob's full of shit. All right? Stop waiting for the perfect time, guys. The perfect time is now. It's in the action you're taking, not the thoughts you're thinking. Move first, adjust later. Clarity comes through doing. All right? Write action in the chat. If you're watching it on the rewind, pop a fist pump in, give me a thumbs up, something. And I'll give you an example, too. When we first were thinking about this trip, I said, well, it's a lot to, it's not inexpensive to go. And maybe Wendy will stay back, and then we won't have to take the dogs up to my brother's and sister-in-law's. And I'm like, you know what? No, we're doing this together. And I want you to come with me. And she was like, yeah, I'd rather really come too. And she said, I'll stay back, but That's taking action. Like, nope. And here we are. And I no more than 2 minutes before the live said to her, I'm really glad you're here with me, because it just, doing stuff with someone else is way more special than doing it by yourself. So I'm glad that we decided to do that. Matt said, what if we believe in you, but want to use the middle finger anyway? You can certainly do that. In fact, I'd love it. Because we know that that's a universal sign for I love you. Right? Good for you. GFY, right? Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to get the discipline flywheel going. All right. How small actions done consistently build momentum, and build momentum that takes you further than you ever imagined. Okay. So we'll get started on that tomorrow. I'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming tomorrow. So 8 there, 7 here works out great for me. I'll probably get up and hit, not probably, I'm going to get up and hit the gym and get the travel shaken out if we don't do that this afternoon, and then can do the live, and then we'll get on with the day. So, but yeah, guys, thank you for hopping in. Post your wins. All right. If you got something going on this week that's been great, if you're struggling with something, post it here, share it out. I don't have all my handy dandy links to share for you guys, but you know how to get me. If you need me, text me, send me a smoke signal, whatever. Happy to give you some time. We're going to be here kicking around for the weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday it's on. And Matt says I couldn't help myself. Days have been there, done that. Yep. So yeah, we're looking forward to having a great day. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Reach out if you need to. Please share this and invite people to the Facebook private Facebook group called The Summit. I have so many links I think about that I get them confused, but we're up over 1,900 members now. Thanks to you guys. So I appreciate it. All you guys. Hey, Peter, thank you for inviting all the people you did yesterday. I see you. I appreciate that. Keep it coming. Get them in, right? We're on our way to 2,000. So anyway, we're going to go grab some lunch and get adjusted here. I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, if you need me, reach out, text me. I've always got 10 minutes or so, or if you need a 30-minute strategy call, go back to one of the other, even yesterday's live. You can find a link in there. So, guys, I appreciate you. Do good things. Have a great rest of the day. See you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. All right. Take it easy. We'll see you.